Hello friends, I welcome you all to today's session. Today we'll learn about one kind of tense. The name is simple present tense. Now when we learn about a tense, what are the main things that we should know about it? We should know that what is the rule of using a tense. Second thing which we should be clear is how do you use this tense? What are the changes that we have to keep in mind? And then comes why do you use this tense? Why or where? In what situations do we use the simple present tense? Now let us understand one by one. Simple present tense is basically used in the situations when you want to talk about your daily routine. So, simple present tense, let us understand what is it used for first of all. I already shared with you, it is used to describe your daily routine. What do you mean by daily routine? For example, I wake up at 6 a.m. Then I do my exercises. Then I have my breakfast. Like this, so on and so forth. Then it is used to describe your habits or your likings. For example, I have the habit of waking up early in the morning. I love to eat chocolates. Then simple present tense is also used to talk about facts or truth that are universal truth. For example, the sun rises in the east. The earth revolves around the sun. So these are the basic situations where we need to use our simple present tense. Now let us understand the rule of using it. The rule is, first of all, every sentence has some subject. So you will use your subject. Then the verbs. Verbs means your action words. We have to use their first form or which is called the present form of the verb. Along with it, at the end we may have our object or we may not have. I give you a very simple example. I eat an apple. Here I is my subject. Eat is my V1. V1 means this verb, first form of the verb. An apple becomes my object. Let me share one more example with you. We can say I walk. I walk daily. So now what is it? Again, I is my subject. Walk is my verb, first form. So this sentence does not have any object. So main thing what we have to remember is subject, along with it verb first form comes. Now let us understand certain more things that we have to keep in mind when we apply the rule of simple present tense. Students, when you want to talk about your daily routine, there are certain words which are commonly used. For example, I generally go to market, or she exercises daily. They sometimes come here. We never tell a lie. My teachers always speak the truth. You usually go to a walk with me. So these are certain words which we commonly use when we use simple present tense. Now let us come back to our rule. I shared with you that we use subject and verb first form. And then there is your object. Now when we use simple present tense, sometimes we use with our verb S or ES. Now what is this S or ES and when do you use it? Let us understand it with an example. When you say I teach, this is my routine, this is my job, or this is my habit, whatever way. I teach is subject and verb first form. So that is the way we identify that it is my simple present tense. Because here verb first form is used along with my subject. Now when do we use SES? When our subject changes to third person pronouns. He, she, or it, or any name. Then along with our verb, we use S or ES. So if I write he or she, then teach word will change to teaches. Now this comes with practice. Sometimes with the verbs S is used. I'll give you certain examples. And sometimes ES is used. So let us see how. So let us understand the use of our S or ES with our verbs. Students, this is a very important point when we use simple present tense. And believe me, if you understand this, half of your problem gets solved. Now what is this? Whenever we have first person pronoun, which is I or we, then the verb that comes in simple present tense is only V1. Example, if I say I eat, so there will not be any S or ES with our verb. Similarly, we, again only verb first form. Eat, no S or ES. With second person pronoun, again you eat, no S or ES. Now comes where do we use S or ES? When we have third person pronoun which are singular, that is he, she, or it, or any name, then our verb always has S or ES. Example, he eats, she eats, it eats. There can be more examples which I shared with you, just teaches. So in some verb only S comes, in some verb ES is added. Example, eats, comes, this is only S, makes, only S, and this is teaches, preaches, like that, and that we come to know with practice. Okay, and then is left our third person last pronoun they. Now they is plural, so again no S will come, it will be only eat. To make it more simpler, simply understand when you have subject which is singular, then you put S or ES with your verb. This is the main point. Whenever we have singular subject, we put S or ES with our verb. But what is that singular subject? Remember, I is also singular, we is also singular, not this. I am talking about third person. This you have to keep in your mind. The subject, if it is your third person and it is singular, that means he or she or it. These three subjects you have to remember always that with them your verb has S or ES in it. Alright, so remember this. I eat, we eat, you eat, he eats, she eats, it eats. If any name comes, that will also be S will be added to your verb. For example, Rahul eats, Neha eats. Alright, they again come back to eat. So S or ES will be added when we have singular subject of third person pronoun. So this is the box which you should always keep in your mind. So after all this, when we are clear with the rule of S and ES, let us see some examples. So now let us understand how our sentences change in simple present tense. For your comfortability, I have written here, this is the main point which we have to remember every time. With our subject he, she, it or any name, we use verb first form and along with it S or ES will come. Now let us see one affirmative kind of sentences first. I teach. You already know the rule now. This is your subject, this is your V1. We teach. You teach. This is your first person pronoun. Second person. Now comes to third person. And remember the rule from here. He teaches. Because it is singular third person subject. She teaches. Again singular third person subject. Then comes they teach. Now let us see what happens when we change our affirmative sentences into negative sentences. The rule for negative sentences is same subject in the starting. Then we have our helping verbs. Do not or does not. And then your verb first form and your object. Now just like we have learned where to use S or ES, in the same way we have to keep in mind with what subject do not will come and in what subjects does not will come. See, very simple to learn is wherever you have put S or ES, does will come. This is the simplest way to understand this. Do, and when we add ES to it, it becomes does. So wherever I was putting SES in the same subjects, I will be using does not. So let us try and change these sentences into their negative form. Number one is I teach. What should it be in negative form? Are we using S or ES here? No. So which helping verb should come? Yes, do not. Okay. So it changes to I do not. Again and again, remember, keep it in your mind. When there is no S or ES in the verb, do not. Simple. We teach. Is there any S or ES? No. So again, which helping verb should come? We do not. Now this sentence is incomplete. We have to use our verb first form. So I do not teach. This becomes my negative sentence. We do not teach. There is no change in the verb form. Verb first will remain as it is. We are showing negative sentence with the help of our helping verbs. Then again, you teach, it will change to you do not teach. Okay. Helping verb is do not and teach is my main verb. That will be used as it is. Now comes he teaches. Here we have to be a bit careful. And in what sense? We have ES with our verb. So I shared with you, whenever we have ES with our verb, in that case we use the helping verb does. Or technically you can say with your singular third person pronouns, you were using SES in the verb. So to make them negative, with your singular third person pronouns, we will use does not as our helping verb. So now, with the usage of do not, I, we, you. We were using do not with them. Then comes your he does not teach. The point which I was sharing that we have to be a bit careful. What was that point basically? When we are using does not, we are already adding our es here. So es will not come with our verb. And this is a very common mistake that children do. We write he does not teach. If you write he does not teaches, it will be completely wrong. Please remember the affirmative was he teaches. Here we are adding es to our verb because it is a third person singular pronoun. But when we are changing into negative, we are having does as helping verb. Then we are not putting es with our main verb. Okay? Because you are using does not as your helping verb. In the same way, she does not teach. Does not will come as helping verb and main verb will be teach. Now come to our they, third person plural pronoun. They do not teach. So, this is all about changing our affirmative sentences and how to make negative sentences in simple present tense. Alright students, let us do an exercise to practice our simple present tense. The first sentence is my mother usually dash up early. Now, this wake is your first form of the verb. So what should come? My mother usually? Yes, it should be wakes. Why wakes? Because mother is singular. Okay? And please take care these things that yes, there is a word usually. These kind of words are basically the hint words for us that simple present tense will be used because that comes as a habit. Number 2, Neha dash daily. The verb given to us is walk. So what should it be? Neha walks daily. Why it will be walks? Yes, because Neha is singular. Okay, and again daily is a kind of hint word for us that even if it is not written simple present tense here, even then you should be aware of it that with the words like these, that means they are kind of daily habits. So they should come in simple present tense. Now next, Rohan and his brother sometimes dash the car. Now please see that Rohan and his brother, how many people are they now? They are 2. So it is plural. So what should come? Wash or washes? It will be wash because it is a plural noun. Es or s comes only when we have singular third person noun. Here they are plural. Okay? And again a kind of hint word is sometimes. Then comes he dash not tell a lie. Not tell means we have to use a negative form. So which helping verb should come here? Yes, it should be he does not tell. Okay? That I have already explained you well that since es has come here, so s will not come here. It will be he does not tell a lie. Next, you dash not know me. Again we have to use the negative form. So the helping verb will be you do not. Okay? You do not know. Know is the first form of the verb. You do not know me. Then the next, they always dash politely. The verb given to us is talk. They always talk politely. Okay? So we are using first form of the verb everywhere. We are using s when we have singular third person noun, when we have plural nouns, or we have subject which is you or they. Then we are only using first form of the verb without any s or es. So with this we come to the closure of today's session. Please keep in mind where are we using simple present tense, how the hint words play a role in making us understand that simple present tense should come, and how do you implement the rules. Okay? See you tomorrow with the next session. Bye.